You're driving a Hyundai right now, and I'm telling you, you're sitting on at least 11 hidden features that you've already paid for. These aren't gimmicks either. I'm talking about functions that can save you hundreds of dollars a year, keep your family safer, shave serious time off your commute, and in some cases, stop a disaster before it even starts. One of these features can let a complete stranger drive your car with your top speed capped and your volume locked without you ever handing over a physical key. Another can start your engine from inside a gym on the other side of town. A third can mean the difference between a clean lane change and a collision on the highway, and most owners have never once activated it, and the list just goes on. Most of these features have been hiding in plain sight since the day you rolled off the lot. Hey there, I'm Dean, and for what's felt like my entire life I've been working on Hyundais, and I've seen people lose real money, real security, and real peace of mind just because they didn't know these features. So I'm going to change that here and now with 11 features. 11 hidden Hyundai features that will completely change your daily driving and you'll genuinely regret not knowing. Real specs, real limitations, real reasons each one deserves 5 minutes of your attention tonight instead of never being touched at all. Let's get into it. Number 1. Digital Key 2. Turning your phone into a restricted, revocable car key. I'm going to give you guys some credit here. I know a lot of you know your phones can unlock your Hyundai through an app. However, far fewer know exactly how far that control actually extends. And that brings us to Digital Key 2, available on select Samsung, Google, and Apple devices, which lets you share access with up to 3 other people directly through Samsung Pass, Google Wallet, or Apple Wallet, and as the primary user, you control exactly what that shared key is allowed to do. This is where it gets genuinely useful for parents specifically. You can set restrictions on top speed and audio volume before handing a digital key to a teenager borrowing the Tucson for a Friday night out, and when they're done, you revoke that key remotely from your own phone, instantly. And no, you do not even need the physical key to do that. If your phone dies or gets lost, the fail-safe is built in too. An NFC card key or your proximity fob can deactivate the digital key entirely from the steering wheel cluster menu, so losing your phone doesn't mean losing control of who can access your car. That's just how well thought out this feature is. It's worth actually testing this restriction feature once before you ever need it in a real situation. So set a temporary speed cap, hand the key to a spouse or a friend, and confirm it behaves the way you expect, rather than discovering how it actually works for the first time on the one night it genuinely matters. Oh, and the features just get better from here, bringing us to feature number 2 that still involves your phone, but in an even more specific way. Like a way to send an entire destination to your car before you've even opened the door. I'm talking about number 2, Destination Send to Car, planning your route before you ever touch the screen. Most owners type their destination into the car's navigation screen using the touchscreen keyboard, one time-consuming letter at a time, after they've already started the drive. I know just how tedious that can be, which makes this faster path most have never tried so important. So, here's what you're going to do. Search for an address on your phone through the Blue Link app, and you can send that destination directly to your car's navigation system remotely, so it's already loaded and ready the moment you sit down and start the engine. That's pretty much it. This matters more than it sounds like it should for anyone juggling a busy morning. Plan tomorrow's route the night before while you're sitting on the couch, or send an address to the car the second a friend texts you their location, instead of pulling over or fumbling with an on-screen keyboard at a red light. It's a small shift in when the work happens, but it removes one of the most common reasons people end up distracted, typing an address in while already moving. Well, let's move away from our phones now. And no, that doesn't mean you should stop watching this video on your phone. Next, I've got a feature that happens entirely inside your car's speaker system, and most owners have literally never asked it the right question to find out it exists. Number 3. The voice assistant's hidden personality. Most owners treat their Hyundai's voice recognition as a purely functional tool. You know, set the temperature, change the station, and nothing more. What a genuine number of owners, including me, have discovered by accident is that the system has personality built in beyond the command list printed in the manual. Say goodnight to it, and on select models it responds with something unexpected rather than simply confirming it heard you. Ask it to tell you a joke, or say, "I'm bored," and it's been documented responding with an actual attempt at humor rather than a blank non-response. Cool, right? But beyond the personality quirks, the system genuinely understands complex, conversational phrasing rather than a rigid list of exact commands. Try set the temperature to 70 degrees or open the sunroof in full natural sentences rather than clipped keyword commands, and it responds correctly far more often than most owners expect after one bad early experience that made them give up on voice control entirely. The system also learns your specific speech patterns over time, meaning a regional accent that got misunderstood in month 1 often gets recognized correctly by month 6, simply through continued use. Yeah, it's frustrating at first, but the technology will get there. You just got to continue training it, that's all. Most owners who abandon voice control after a single frustrating attempt in their first week of ownership never gave the system the chance to actually adapt to how they specifically talk. So, this is your cue to give that voice assistant a lot more than you currently are. That's a really sophisticated piece of technology. Treat it as such. Now that car bonding is out of the way, I've got a feature that's all about seeing around your car in a way most drivers have never ever activated. And it could genuinely save your life. But before we get to saving your life, how about saving your Hyundai's life first? I'm talking about having all the secrets to protecting your Hyundai in your palms. If you want to unlock everything your Hyundai is capable of, check out my Hyundai ebook. It's pretty much a longevity blueprint built around real-world oil and transmission maintenance schedules, cooling system care, turbocharger protection habits, GDI carbon buildup prevention, and engine-specific guidance. The exact system I use to help owners get their Hyundai to 500,000 miles. The link is in the description below. With that out the way, let's go back to saving your life. Next up, number 4. Blind view monitor cameras that activate the instant use signal. Most owners rely entirely on their mirrors and a blind spot warning light for lane changes. Now, what a genuine number of Hyundai models offer goes considerably further. Rearward left and right-hand side camera views displayed directly in your digital instrument cluster, activated automatically by your turn signal the instant you engage it for a lane change. So, instead of a beep or a flashing icon telling you something might be there, you get an actual camera feed of exactly what's in that lane before you commit to moving into it. This is a meaningfully different level of information than a blind spot warning light alone provides, particularly at highway speed, where a glance at a side mirror only shows part of the picture. Most owners have genuinely never noticed this feature activating because they've never had a reason to look at the instrument cluster specifically during a lane change, focused instead on their mirrors out of habit, built over years of driving cars without this capability at all. The next feature takes that same lane change moment and does something even more dramatic. It can steer the car for you. What do you know about number 5? Highway Lane Change Assist. This is one of the more genuinely surprising capabilities buried inside Hyundai's Highway Driving Assist system. Even my jaw dropped when I first saw it in action. And most owners with the feature have never activated it because they don't realize it's doing more than basic lane centering. With Highway Driving Assist and Smart Cruise Control both active, engaging your turn signal on select models triggers the car to automatically execute the lane change itself, checking the target lane, steering into it, and centering itself again with minimal input from you beyond signaling your intent. There's a genuinely important limitation worth knowing before you rely on this. The system disengages immediately if your grip on the wheel gets too light or your hands leave it entirely, and you have to press the cruise button again to resume. This isn't really a hands-off feature, it's a hands-lightly-on assistance feature, just to guide you. Even Hyundai's own documentation is direct about that distinction. As of the 2025 lineup, this comes standard on the Elantra Limited, the Sonata SEL Plus and above, the Kona Limited, the Tucson Limited, and both the Palisade Limited and Calligraphy trims. So, it's worth checking your specific trim before assuming you have access to it. A customer of mine drove a Palisade Calligraphy for 8 months before a service visit conversation revealed the car had been doing basic lane centering the entire time, but he'd never once engaged Smart Cruise Control alongside it, meaning he'd been paying for and driving right past the actual lane change assist function without ever triggering it. You don't have to be like him, you know. That's why you've got to go out to your garage right now and test out this feature. The next feature has nothing to do with driving at all. It's about the seat underneath you. Number 6. Multi-driver memory linked directly to individual key fobs. Most owners know their Hyundai can save a seat position. Fewer realize that memory can link specifically to individual key fobs rather than requiring a manual profile selection every single time. This means the car recognizes which fob just unlocked the door and automatically adjusts seat position, mirror angles, and steering wheel placement before you've even sat down. Hey, I've had to share my Hyundai with my wife for a few years, and I know just how frustrating readjusting the settings can be when you're doing it every single time you get in the cabin. Trust me, for households sharing one Hyundai between two drivers of noticeably different heights, this turns every handoff into something completely automatic rather than that awful readjustment ritual. These preferences can also be managed remotely through the BlueLink app, letting you review or adjust a saved profile without being anywhere near the car itself. A family I know split their Palisade between a 6'2" dad and his 5'1" wife for years, manually readjusting the seat every single handoff, having no idea the fob in each of their pockets was capable of doing that adjustment automatically the entire time. It took a service visit and a bored 15 minutes in the waiting room, scrolling through the settings menu, before either of them discovered the feature had been sitting there unused since the day they bought the car. That's a kind of convenience you just can't ignore. Next up, number 7, starting your car from inside a building. You're nowhere near it. Most owners think of remote start as something you do from your kitchen window, glancing out at the driveway while the car warms up. They're always worried about the proximity. Well, the BlueLink app extends that same capability considerably further than most owners ever test. Start your car from inside a gym, an office building, a restaurant, anywhere your phone has a data connection, regardless of how far you physically are from the vehicle itself. This means, yep, proximity isn't really a factor you should be considering. This becomes genuinely appreciated in exactly the two extremes of weather most people dread getting into a car for: the depths of winter and the peak of summer heat. Finish a workout and walk out to a car that's already been running with the climate control working for the last several minutes, rather than starting that process the moment you're standing at the door with cold or overheated hands. It's the same remote start button most owners already know about, just used at a distance most have never actually tried. That's convenience with real range behind it. The next feature is one almost every owner has technically driven past without ever noticing it's there. Number 8. The hidden roof rail access points most owners never notice. This one isn't a menu setting or an app feature, but it belongs on this list because of how consistently overlooked it is. If you've ever wanted to mount a roof box or crossbars and assumed you'd need aftermarket drilling or a specialty installation, maybe, just maybe, you should check your roof rails first. Many Hyundai SUVs include snap-off covers directly over the roof rail screw holes, providing genuine factory-ready mounting points that most owners have driven past for years without ever realizing they were there. This goes a long way, specifically for anyone who's priced out professional roof rack installation, assuming it required custom drilling into the vehicle's roof, a service that can run into real money at a specialty shop. Popping off a small plastic cover that was engineered to be removed in the first place is a considerably cheaper and faster path to the exact same result. And it's been sitting there, factory installed, since the day the car left the assembly line. Sometimes the answer is staring you in the face. All you've got to do is look more closely. Coming up next is a feature that's all about customization. Most owners assume doesn't exist on their car at all. Well, it does. I'm talking about number 9, building your own custom drive mode from scratch. Most owners know Hyundai's drive mode selector toggles between presets like Eco, Comfort, and Sport, and they pick whichever one feels right without digging any deeper. Are you one of those people who, even with all these driving modes, something still feels off when you grab the wheel? Well, you're not alone. I've met a lot of people like this. What they and you didn't know was there's a feature that fixes this. On models offering it, the infotainment system lets you build a genuinely custom drive mode from individual components, tuning steering feel, throttle response, and transmission behavior separately, rather than accepting one of the fixed factory combinations. On the touchscreen, go to Setup, then Vehicle, Drive Mode, Custom, and finally, My Drive Mode. From there, you'll be able to individually configure the powertrain, steering wheel, suspension, and 4WD settings on AWD models rather than accepting one of the fixed presets. This means you can pair sport-level throttle response with comfort-level steering weight, or any other combination that matches your actual preference rather than settling for the closest factory preset. Switching between drive modes, including your custom one, also triggers a distinct animation on the digital instrument cluster, a small visual touch most owners have seen without ever realizing it changes specifically because they're the ones who built that particular mode from scratch. Number 10. Wireless charging paired with genuinely faster USB-C ports. Most owners know their Hyundai has a wireless charging pad, but treat it as a convenience feature separate from actually needing a fast charge. On newer models including the Tucson, Ion IQ5, and Sonata, the USB-C ports installed alongside that wireless pad charge devices roughly twice as fast as older standard USB ports, meaning a genuinely depleted phone can go from a concerning percentage to a comfortable buffer in a fraction of the drive that used to require. Combine both, and there's rarely a reason to keep a tangle of cables in your center console anymore. Just set your phone on the pad for cable-free charging during a normal drive, and switch to the USB-C port specifically on days you're running low and need to catch up fast before you arrive somewhere. Most owners default to whichever one they used first out of habit and never actually think about which option better fits a given day's need. Yeah, this isn't some groundbreaking feature, but again, that's real convenience at your fingertips. And finally, to close it out, the 11th and last feature on this list ties several of the others together into a single, easy habit. Number 11. Quick access home screen widgets. Nobody bothers to customize. Most owners navigate to climate, audio source, and navigation through multiple menu taps every single time, accepting that friction as just how the system works. But it's not. There's a much faster path. Buried in the infotainment settings is the ability to place your most frequently used functions directly on your home screen as one-tap widgets, cutting what used to take 3 or 4 taps down to a single touch. Here's how to get it done. First, touch and hold an empty area of the screen for like 2 seconds. This should send the screen into edit mode. Widgets will start to jiggle. Tap plus add widget or a plus icon to see the list of available widgets. Weather, clock, compass, audio, EV info, etc. Select the one you want, and it will appear on the home screen. Easy. You should also know this varies between cars, so do your own research. This is worth setting up once and never thinking about again, specifically because the system also starts suggesting options based on when and where you're driving once it has enough data to work with. It's a small, one-time customization that pays off on literally every single drive afterward. And the vast majority of owners have never opened the settings menu deep enough to find where it lives. Do better, please. That's it, guys. 11 features, and the range across this list is genuinely wide. None of it requires a dealer visit, a software update, or a single dollar spent beyond what you already paid for the car. Pick 2 or 3 of these tonight and go find them. Set up your quick access widgets. Check whether your specific trim has highway lane change assist. Send tomorrow's destination to your car before you go to bed. The gap between owning a Hyundai and actually using everything it's capable of is usually just 5 minutes and a menu most people have never opened. I'll see you in the next one.